about the fact that this guy was running this for decades. He was doing this for decades to who knows how many people, and everybody was scared to talk about it because he'd have them killed. Their thing is to do something that is horrible. I think there's like a sickness that people have when they have power, like extreme power, and then they, well, what else can I do? What else can I do? What else is what else is taboo? What else is forbidden? Like all this Diddy is coming. I think there's so many powerful people that are on those lists. There's so many powerful people that went and partied. Air quotes, partied. And how many of them went to the Diddy parties? Have you been paying attention to the trial?
Everybody's going wild in the comments, debating exactly who 50 Cent dragged in that Diddy docuseries. But hold up, Joe Rogan just flipped the script, pointing out that some familiar names didn't even get mentioned. And trust me, people aren't buying that as a coincidence. Because when a federal case starts dominating headlines, the real story isn't just who gets called out first. It's about who suddenly goes silent, who stops showing up, who keeps their distance, who acts like they feel the spotlight shifting. And girl, right now, one name is coming up harder than anyone expected: Ellen DeGeneres. As this Diddy chatter heated back up, Ellen basically disappeared off the public radar. She quietly moved, popped up in England, and has been low-key ever since. Publicly, the narrative was politics. She didn't like how things went post-2024 election and wanted peace. That's the surface story. But online, people are side-eyeing that timing, reading it differently. Not politics, more like straight-up pressure. Because once a major story trends again, the past doesn't stay buried. Old clips resurface, friendships get re-examined, and quiet exits? Yeah, they get read like they meant something serious.
To know about them.
Now listen to this. Here's where Diddy gets pulled right into the mix. Ellen and Diddy weren't just industry friendly. They looked close, like really close. He was a regular on her show. They laughed, joked, and leaned into that whole party reputation like it was all harmless fun. Back then, it played like TV. But hold up, with today's context, those same moments hit completely different. Really different. Because when the mood flips, the footage doesn't feel innocent anymore. It feels like a receipt. Not solid proof, but something people can't unsee. And girl, the conversation doesn't stop there. With all the talk about Diddy's after-hours scene, plus the endless online chatter about private footage, folks are rereading the energy around anyone connected to him. And when the internet locks onto a narrative, it doesn't whisper, it hunts. For years, people have whispered that Ellen's private life didn't always match the polished TV image. Old relationships get pulled up, endings get questioned, and everyone asks if it was really as random as it seemed. Then throw in the Twitch connection. Steven, the Twitch boss, wasn't just the DJ, he felt like family on that show. His death shook a lot of people, and even though the official story has been public for ages, theories still pop up online. Not facts, just speculation that flares every time bigger headlines drop. And that's the pattern. Once the internet smells smoke, they scan every corner for fire. Stack it all together, Ellen laying low, changing her look, staying out of sight while the Diddy headlines keep evolving and the rumor mill keeps whispering more names could get spotlighted. So the real question becomes, if the spotlight swings back, does Ellen's name stay buried or does it pop up again? And that brings us to the next name, Ashton Kutcher. Because when the public starts rereading timelines, it's never just about what you did, it's where you were, who you were with, and how comfortable you looked in those rooms. Throwback clips are trending again, and people are saying Ashton looks way too at home in those elite party settings, smiling, dancing, enjoying the moment, not like someone just passing through. And things got awkward fast when Ashton was asked about those parties publicly. Instead of a clean denial, people noticed the pauses, the nervous laughs, the stumbling answers, the kind of response that screams, "Girl, there's more being left unsaid."
Stories are our favorite genre of anecdote. If you
really?
have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot. I can't tell. I can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. Diddy party stories, man. That was like some weird memory.
Then, hold up. Scrutiny hit even harder when people remembered Ashton and Milo actually wrote letters defending Danny Masterson after his conviction. That backlash pushed Ashton to step back from the anti-trafficking organization he helped co-found. And girl, for a lot of viewers, that wasn't just controversy, it became a full-on judgment moment. because once the public labels a circle as shady, anyone defending someone from that circle gets pulled into the same mess. Now throw in all the chatter about rumored footage, names getting tossed around, and Ashton's timeline in those party spaces. Suddenly, the whole story feels uncomfortable. He claims he was just around it, but people start asking the harder question: how deep was Ashton really in Diddy's messy world? And once that question lands, it doesn't stop at him, because the internet doesn't hunt one name, it hunts a chain. Next up, Russell Brand. At first, most people brushed it off like noise. Then, old clips started trending again. Brand and Diddy on a private jet laughing. And girl, that vibe alone made people side-eye hard.
Yo, what's up, y'all? We are on the plane right now, on our way to Vegas. It's called What Happens in Vegas Stays in Vegas. I'm here with this is my new best friend right here. My new best friend. Hello. Rusty Rocket.
Is this for Twitter?
Yeah, it's also known going out on like a date. A straight guy date. Like to a guy's night, 48 hours.
With a normal day, between like a man and a woman, or two gay men or lesbian women, the best possible.
And in one clip, listen to this, Brand straight up described feeling like he was being controlled, like he didn't really have much choice but to go along with whatever was happening.
He's new to me, right? He looked after me. He took me on an enforced holiday to Vegas. He's a very intense man because I think he come from nothing and now he's very, very powerful. People that do stuff like that, they're intense. Now, I like him. He's very influential. Say that you don't want to do something and Diddy does want you to do it. It's really hard to not do that thing.
Is it the mind or?
He's a bit like the mind. He's very influential.
So with all this talk about Diddy's alleged power moves and behind-the-scenes manipulation, people are connecting dots faster than ever. They're asking, how deep was Brand really pulled into that world? Was he just along for the ride, or did he witness things most people couldn't even imagine? That's why the timeline and resurfacing footage keep making everyone rethink what they thought they knew. Now, Paris Hilton keeps popping back into the conversation, and girl, she wasn't just some random face at the parties. She was front and center at every major event for years. She showed up at the big gatherings, the white-themed parties, those legendary birthday blowouts, the headline nights, you name it. And now, old posts and throwback clips are trending again, getting a fresh look with a totally different vibe. And she wasn't shy about hyping up the scene back then either.
The best party I've ever been to was at Blank's house.
Puffy's 50th birthday. It was so sick.
Yeah.
Epic.
People are now dragging up that 2017 post from Paris Hilton that's blowing up again, where she hyped one of Diddy's house parties like it was straight up legendary. She raved about the night, called him talented, said the energy was wild, even dropped that heart of gold line. And now everyone's putting it under a microscope. One comment straight up reads, "Wait, she went to those parties? You know what that means." Another says the heart of gold line hits different now, because when the mood shifts, compliments suddenly feel like receipts. Not proof, but a hint of what people said before anyone got nervous. So now the questions are everywhere. Did she just show up, party, and bounce? Or did she witness more than anyone realized? How much did she really know about what was happening off camera? And if she did know, was there pressure to stay silent? And girl, just as that question lands, the conversation gets heavier, because people don't just look at the guests, they start scanning the inner circle, sliding over to the next name, Kim Porter. The timeline with Kim has been under scrutiny for years, and online, it still doesn't sit right. Not because anyone has proof, but when there's no closure, speculation becomes its own storyline. Let's keep it real though. Kim wasn't just connected, she was Diddy's longtime partner and co-parent, meaning she was deep in that inner circle for years. Because of that, people online keep wondering if she saw things the public never did. Conflicts, private moments, stuff that didn't match the image we were shown. Then she got sick. Pneumonia officially, but the internet did its thing. Some treated the timing like it was suspicious, others said it was just too convenient, and the theories kept swirling. Not confirmed, just the kind of talk that grows when people feel they never got answers.
died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said it was ruled a homicide and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
And once the public starts digging into the inner circles, they don't just look at partners, they start eyeballing family. Because if the story's bigger than one person, people assume the system around them played a role in how it all went down. One name getting major attention? Janice Combs, Diddy's mom. Online, she's not just painted as the devoted mom. Some people spin it like she saw the game early, understood the power moves, the charm, the control, and helped shape how that empire ran. Folks say she wasn't just sitting on the sidelines, and now old clips and subtle moments are being dragged back into the spotlight to fuel those theories.
Yeah, my mom's good. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Footage gets interpreted in a million ways, plus viral clips that keep looping non-stop. Whether it actually proves anything or not, those visuals keep fueling speculation, and it's not doing her reputation any favors online. So now the debate heats up. Was she just protecting her son, or was she quietly helping run the whole machine behind the scenes? Sliding over to Young Miami, and honestly, it's no surprise she's part of this conversation. She stayed publicly loyal through it all, even as leaked clips and trending headlines made things messy. People remember her defending him, talking about how he was focusing on himself, doing therapy, working on inner growth, and all that.
I've come to know over the past 4 years. So she talks about in those years how they were in a public relationship. And she says she came to know a completely different person. She says that Diddy motivated her, he believed in her, he helped her grow both professionally and personally. And she says that she's writing this letter because she believes it's important to the court to know.
But critics aren't buying it. They see it as perks. The jets, the designer bags, the backstage access. One comment summed it up bluntly. She's there for the money. And then the rumors pile on. People claim she's been around those after-hours circles too, pointing to symbols and tiny details that keep resurfacing online, like the white nails comparison that people just can't let go of. None of that's confirmed, but it spreads because it fits the story everyone wants to believe. And once a narrative sticks, even the smallest details get treated like proof. Now the chatter sounds like this. If the ship starts sinking, anyone still standing on deck might go down with it, especially if more names pop up or new footage surfaces that no one can explain. So what's really happening behind the scenes? Who's genuinely loyal and who's sitting on something that could blow the whole thing wide open? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're here for bold breakdowns and raw timelines, hit like, subscribe, and click the next video on your screen right now.